This is Rich with another episode of BrokenBox TV. We're here with Mr. Jase Haber in his beautiful home. Mr. Haber, thank you for having us. Just to get the particulars out of the way, if you could please tell the people where you're from and where your family's from and how you got started with acting.
Well, I'm from here, from Miami, Florida. My family's from Cuba. They were born in Cuba. My mom came she was like 12 years old. She came over here with my grandfather, and then my mom and my dad met here in Miami. When I got into acting, I really didn't know what acting was. I always had a huge imagination, and really I can't really say when I got into acting, but I know when I was about 6 years old was when it sparked an interest in me. So I guess when I was at a young age, I always started playing with cameras and stuff like that. But I think really when I really started taking acting serious was probably when I was about when I hit middle school. When I was in 6th grade, that I got into the drama program in my middle school, and that's when I started taking it serious and actually wanting to pursue it as a goal in my life.
Through previous conversations with you, we found out that before you went to Hollywood and you got involved in acting as a professional, you were involved in business and you were a pretty successful businessman. But then you decided to become an actor. I wanted to know, even though you had a successful business and you had already a track record of doing things in the business world successfully, what made you want to pursue your dream as a child of being an actor,
Unfortunately, life is weird because you would think that materialistic things would make you happy, but it doesn't. At the end, what makes you happy is your dreams, and I was making money and I was successful, but I wasn't happy. I didn't really enjoy my youth. I didn't really get to enjoy the dreams that I had because I never had time, because I was always busy trying to make money and trying to hustle and and succeed in business. But I was never happy. I was never a happy individual. And then certain things happened in my life that led me back to this, and now I'm happier than ever. I can be the brokest person in the world, but as long as I'm following my dreams, I'm good.
Can you talk a little bit about when you first went to Hollywood, what that experience was like, meeting people, meeting other actors, writers and directors, and how that all came about?
It was exciting and intimidating. I think the most memorable moment for me when I went to LA was when I finally saw a Hollywood sign, because I had always seen that in movies, and I don't know, my eyes got watery when I saw a Hollywood sign. I was like, I'm finally here, even though I hadn't accomplished anything. But I knew I was in the right place. I knew I was where I was supposed to be. And then from there, we would set up meetings. I had a couple people I had met here in Miami, and fortunate for me, I was really good friends with Brett Ratner's family. And they introduced me to a gentleman named George Pressman, who's Brett Ratner's uncle. And from there, he started getting me in with the crowd and introducing me to people. And it was just awesome. I got to meet a lot of celebrities, a lot of different people that are in the same industry as me. And from there's where I'm working it,
Another question I wanted to ask you was how you initially came in contact with Howard Fine, your acting coach, and he's also acting coach for Brad Pitt, if I'm not mistaken.
And Forrest Whitaker, yeah. I wanted to be with one of the best acting coaches. I wanted to see if I had the goods to back it up, because it was a feature film and everybody was a little worried because I fit the character, but everybody was like, can he handle it? Being on set with a bunch of actors and stuff like that. So Jase recommended me, and so did Jamie, to go meet with Howard Fine, and I had a private coaching lesson with him, and it was great. I mean, he told me that I was perfect for the role. He told me that I didn't need to do anything. He told me just stick to exactly what you're doing.
For an artist, something I guess that is emotional and metaphysical and spiritual, right? The way you try to get into the actor, to create another person from the person you are. Right? Is that something that you try to do?
Honestly, when I'm acting, what I do is I just blank out. I just don't think about anything, because if you start thinking and your brain starts going around and you start thinking about all these different things, how stressed out you are because of this or worries and stuff like that, the camera will capture it. It'll capture every little thing that you do. So I try to keep my mind blank and I just focus on what I'm doing, and I try to imagine myself in the character. As difficult as it is, I just try to imagine as much as possible, because nobody can really be fully in character. I think that that's a bunch of shit. I don't think anybody can really be fully in character, because you are who you are. I think that you can bring yourself into that character as much as possible. But I mean, what I try to do is I just try to keep myself focused on what I'm doing.
your most recent film, Blind Hell, excuse me. The movie has been an official selection at the Cannes Film Festival in France. Can you talk a little bit about how that feels, the kind of pride that you put into the film? Talk a little bit about the actual filming and what it felt like to become official selection.
I'll tell you, the first day when I found out, I didn't believe it. Like, it didn't hit me till the next day, because I was like, this film made it into Cannes. I was like, I had put so much effort into it and so much work into it, and I was like, this can't be possible. And then finally, when I started receiving emails from France and, you know, hotels and everything like that, they were sending me all the packets. I was like, oh my God, this film really did get into Cannes. And then it started like hitting me, and I was like super like, I finally felt like all my hard work and effort went somewhere. You know, and this was a team effort, because honestly speaking, without Ace, who's standing right over there, I don't know, he's right over there, and without Todd, I mean, when you put a bunch of artistic people together, you create magic. I mean, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to make the film. If you got the right people working on the film, I mean, the editor, Brianna Frapart, she was amazing. She was amazing. She would stay here at my house editing. Sometimes she would stay 24 hours, like without sleeping. I mean, it was crazy. We put a lot of effort and a lot of time into this movie.
Where can people check you out? Twitter, Facebook, and what can we be expecting from Jase Haber in the future?
I have projects with some big name people right now. I can't really discuss it because contracts are not finalized. But I mean, any updates, they can always go to jasehaber.com. They can follow me on Twitter at Jase Haber, or they can go to my fan page on Facebook, Jase Haber.
Mr. Haber, thank you for having us again in your beautiful home, and much luck to you at Cannes, and we hope to see you continue your wonderful success.
Much luck to you guys too.
Thank you very much. This is BrokenBox TV.